What's up, guys? So it's been a while since I've updated you on what's been going on with the motor and everything. We did finally manage to get it back from John and back from the shop. I just want to give another big shout out to him. He was working on it whenever he had free time, which is not very often, since he's so busy at the shop over there and taking care of all his customers and everything. So big thanks to John for helping us out with this and getting it taken care of. So we did finally get it done. The motor is fully assembled, and me and my buddy, we got it back here on the stand in my garage. So now we basically are gonna go ahead and start dressing the motor back up, getting it ready to be put into the car. I did borrow an engine hoist from my other buddy, so we pretty much have everything we need to get this started and get it ready to be put back into the car. So now just to kind of update you guys with where we're at right now, I'm starting to dress up the motor. We have the alternator on, the crank position sensor on. I haven't been able to do too much on this side of the motor yet just because we're waiting. I still have to pick up some gaskets and other parts from John on Monday, so we can go ahead and finish up with this side. So I have to go pick up the oil filter housing gasket and all that, but I have the alternator on, the power steering pump, all of the pulleys are on with the Mickey Mouse flange and the Vanos. I have the water pump and thermostat bolted up. I'm gonna start probably tomorrow with putting the actual coolant lines on and getting all those attached, running up there. I have the main water pipe connected and bolted up with a new gasket. The turbo feed is on. Oil drain for the turbo is on. I have to kind of still get the manifold on to see where this is gonna sit and if we need the other fitting for here or not. And then I have the coolant drain for the Garrett turbo connected up. And then, funny enough, we didn't actually have to do any extra work to this. I originally thought I was gonna have to tap a new port into this main coolant pipe for the coolant feed to the Garrett turbo. But since I wasn't automatic, we had this bung off of the water pipe from the Doc Race kit originally. So what I did was, since we don't need this anymore, we're gonna cap it off like this on the radiator. It's actually on this side, so I have to just get some hose. Well, actually, you don't know what I can do. I can just leave this on there and cap it off here. So I'll do that. I'll connect the plug here and cap it off. So then, this bung will already be here, so I used an 8AN to a 4AN reducer. So then that'll connect, we connected the feed line right up to that. So then that's the 90 to clear the water pump, and then that'll go right up to the turbo. I have another 90-degree AN fitting that I'm gonna connect here, so that way it's a little bit cleaner. It's just gonna come up and then 90 right into the turbo here. Then I ordered a bunch of fire hose from DEI to kind of just protect the tops of these, since it'll be close to the manifold, especially on the feed. Down here there was actually a burn mark. It didn't burn like through here, there was no fringing or anything, but it was a little brown on the feed here because I didn't have this protected last time. So then this is the turbo feed. I have the Garrett fitting that's gonna go into here, into the turbo. So yeah, we're moving along pretty well here. Now that I have the motor here, and once I get all the parts, we should be able to get this going pretty fast. My goal is to have the motor into the car for Easter weekend. So here's the car here. It's just been chilling here for almost a year now. I have the trans over there. The motor mounts are in there. So yeah, we have a few more parts to go through and get onto the motor here, but we should be able to get this done pretty soon here. I have this motor mount bracket on. I've been told that we're gonna connect the actual mount to this side and then get it into the car, and then once it's like about a foot above where we need it to be, we're gonna slip in this side, the intake side motor mount, so that way it doesn't interfere with the steering rack. Shout out to Justin, he was the one who gave me advice on how to do that. So yeah, we're getting there. This is really just gonna be a short video, just kind of updating you guys with where the motor's been, and then what I've done so far. Starting the next video, tomorrow, I'm gonna get all the rest of the stuff, and I'm gonna actually show like a time lapse of me rewrapping the manifold, installing that, and then I'll be able to time-lapse assembling the rest of the motor. And then for everybody asking on the PCV update video, I do have the parts coming. They're gonna be here this week, so that video is gonna be coming out very shortly. I'm debating just making that video before we get the motor in, so that way, you know, I get that out there, because a lot of people have been asking for that. But we did get the head ports tapped and blocked off, so John did do that for me. We did plug those head ports, so we are gonna be running a fully external PCV setup. So that video is going to be coming out very, very soon. Like I said, I do have the parts coming in this week for that, so that'll be soon. But yeah, that's going to pretty much wrap it up here. I'm super excited to get this thing finally running again. Now that I'm starting to work on it again myself, it's kind of got me back into it. I'm really, really excited. The only thing we have left to really do is we have to put the rear main in. As you can see there, it's not in there yet. Obviously, with the engine on the stand, you can't really put it in. So we're gonna have to, I gotta still buy a trans jack. We're gonna put it onto the crane and then lift it up, put the rear main in, and then we'll work on getting the trans on. I still have to put the clutch on and everything that's in there with the manifold. So yeah, well, we'll pretty much wrap that up here. I just kind of want to give a short video and update you guys with where we're at so far. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be time-lapsing and starting the next video on getting the dock race manifold on and everything, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next one.
I wanna be my lonely. I party perk by my lonely. I put in work by my lonely. 40 on me, you know it's my homie.